You may find it is quite hard to set up the standing waves for higher harmonics like n equals 4 or 5 and 6 manually. So let's look at a way to get around that. For my example, the intermediate tension, I already set up the first 1, 2, 3 standing waves, and I measured the first frequency F1 to be, if I do my calculation, I found the fundamental frequency is 0.25. It's about 0.25 hertz. So I know the fourth standing wave, the frequency should be around 1 hertz. So I can use the oscillate mode to help me set up the fourth standing wave. So select oscillate, move the amplitude to 0, and say restart. So right now, nothing is happening. We change the frequency to 1 hertz. Okay, yeah, to 1 hertz, and then give it some, not too big amplitude, and let it go up and down a few cycles, and amplitude will build up nicely. Once it has a decent amplitude, you can change this left oscillator to 0. You can use the damping if the amplitude is too big. Now you have set up a good standing wave of n equals 4. It's 1 half cycle, 2 half cycle, 3 and 4 half cycles, half wavelengths, 4 half wavelengths. Okay, to do n equals 5, you do hit restart and set it to 1.25 because my fundamental frequency F1 is 0.25, and give it some not too big amplitude, and let it run a few cycles. Okay, once the amplitude is, have a decent amplitude, you just change it back to 0. And this is our half a wavelength, 2 half wavelengths, 3, 4, 5. 5 half wavelengths. So that is n equals 5. And you can do the n equals 6 similarly. Once you have the standing waves set up, the rest, how to measure the total time for certain cycles and find out the period and the frequency, are the same as when you set up the standing waves by hand.